Okay, I want to talk about shooting with the iPhone. This is the iPhone 17 Max Pro, and as you can see, it's a little bit intimidating. This should be seen not as competition to the existing video cameras, but another layer of content creation. Massive benefit here is you get the stories vertical format, and that tends to be better for the algorithm when uploading that content on Instagram. There's a lot going on here, so let's dive into how to shoot with this guy. First of all, it's just a phone, okay? And that phone is in a cage, okay? So you can use it like that. You can film like everyone does with their phone. But let's push it a bit. We're going with this small rig, so we can add on our handles. Okay, so that's giving me that. Most of the clients are gonna be wanting to go into the stories, or as you can see, it's easy to switch very quickly, into different formats. Then, this camera comes with, and most people at this point are using the free Blackmagic app, okay, which is gonna give you all the professional settings, log settings, LUTs, and there's plenty of tutorials to get into that specific piece of software, but that's how most people are using it. So with these handles and that app, you're basically ready to go, but you have a couple of limitations in this configuration. You have a storage limitation for the footage, and of course a power problem with the battery's gonna run out. So let's look at the next level to solve those problems. I've got a battery, okay, for the power. I'm gonna use a hard drive to store my footage, okay. I'm gonna have a hub that's gonna connect everything together, and then a couple of clamps to hold everything on. So let's put that together. Okay, so there we go. So these are the basic elements for this first setup. I got my hard drive in a clamp, I got my battery in a clamp, and I got a distribution hub. Okay, so let's wire this up. Okay, so that's wired up quickly. I've got my battery running power to the camera, got my hard drive plugged in, and the hub connecting all those wires to the camera. Okay, so this is our filter kit from Small Rig. Okay, so we're getting a bunch of filters, and firstly, we just got to put the mount on. Okay. Gonna clip in there and slide across. So now I've got a few options here. I've got a Vari-ND, I've got a circular polarizer, I've got a black mist diffusion quarter, and then I have an adapter ring for any filter that you may have, 67 millimeters. So in this case, let's just pop on the Vari-ND, okay? And it's as quick as that, I might want to change the promise, and I'm on. So that's our filters. Okay, so that's what I'd say is like next level up. Okay. Now, if we go into the app, camera app, into settings, okay, and I'm going to media, save clips to, and here is where you're going to choose where you're saving the footage to. So is it going to be on your phone, to the cloud? And in our case, we're going for the SSD that I plugged in, and I can make a folder there and choose where I'm gonna save my footage. Okay, so that's the basic rig. That's the basic idea of how you could shoot most things, but you can build it out pretty wild from there. You can add lights, okay? We could transmit wireless video to a client monitor, or you could stream directly to an iPad. And we could also record sound, so you could have directional sound, you can put on a couple of lavalier microphones. Okay, so really this small package has all the elements of any professional camera setup. So check it out. We're gonna have this rigged up in the box, ready to pull out and shoot. And as we say back home, don't criticize it, legalize it.